So my name is Juan Love. This is an E350 Ford. I had a minivan before and I was living van life in my Dodge Caravan, which was very comfortable for me at the time. However, I knew that I needed to expand because I had a business running out of my vehicle and that business was growing. So I was looking into getting an RV to have a bigger storefront. Twice I've had cops come here and say, yeah, we have a concern from some of the parents that you're selling weed to the children. Twice I've had cops come here and say, yeah, we have a concern from some of the parents that you're selling weed to the children. And I'm like, well, that would be a little bit ambitious now, wouldn't it? Kind of bold and blatant. I mean, yeah, of course, yeah, I'm gonna stand in the middle of Kitsilano, one of the most affluent neighborhoods in Vancouver, post up a big red truck with my face on the side, and I'm gonna be... So this is our van life. This is our mobile home, but also our business too. And you can see it's a storefront. You have frisbees, you have skateboards, all sorts of flip-flops and slides. But let's get into exactly what is on the van, the decor. As you can see, I accessorized it with a lot of graffiti. And we have Raw owner right here, Josh Kesselman, which is very familiar to a lot of people. The days of the week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. You know what you should be doing. Let's not talk about it too much. That's just a part of the lifestyle. Some people smoke cigarettes, other people smoke other things. What do? I decided, hey, why not put a grow room with some lights on it? It appeals to the culture and it looks very friendly. As a matter of fact, it brings back memories of Breaking Bad, that popular TV show. And because I spent 2 years as a vendor at Wreck Beach, which is the largest nude beach in North America, a lot of people are familiar with my face from Wreck Beach. And so, because of that, I put my image on the vehicle in order to co-brand my image with the business initiative, which is Raw. That's our main business. Over time, we decided to add in patties, and we get those patties from one of the best patty places, well, actually, in my opinion, the best patties from Jamaica all the way to Vancouver, the Patty Shop. That's a plug for you guys. But here, that's why we have all this imagery here. It adds to the conversation and it adds to the business that we're doing. Fire truck, red, just to do a little bling bling on them, you know? Number one benefit of living in a van is you get to have anywhere as your backyard. Anywhere that you want to be your neighborhood. So if you want to wake up at the beach, that can be a possibility. If you want to wake up in the mountains, that can be a possibility too. Anywhere you want to be. If you go out and have a drinking night and you're too drunk to drive home, guess what? You don't have to. You live in a van. Your bed is right there parked outside the venue. So there's many benefits to living in a van. Your kitchen, your clothes, everywhere you go, just like a turtle with a shell, your entire home and possession is with you right there. You never have to go home or travel far from where you are because home is always right next to you. So if you notice the bed that I have in here, actually when I got this RV, I just threw the bed out. Not because I couldn't use it, but because I don't use beds. I sleep on the floor for the last 10 years. It's just better for my back. And if you look down here, you'll notice that this is a 1/2 inch of foam mat in here, exercise mat, which is very good for sleeping on, but also because I'm so much into exercise and fitness, which I try to put in at least 4 or 5 hours a day. This is great for stretching, twisting, turning, sit-ups, all that sort of stuff. So it's a very active part of not just my rest, but my exercise lifestyle. So this is actually what I use for heat in the back room, but this is the actual stove that I used to use in my Dodge Caravan when I was living the smaller version of van life. So this stove actually, now, this stove only serves as a heater because I got these 4 burners. So this van life, this incarnation of van life actually changed my life, having all these burners available to me. Now I can cook so much more at the same time. As a minimalist, I understood that the direction that I wanted to go was to get rid of stuff so I could get more to the stuff. And I find that people are very distracted by these possessions and big spaces. So I grew up in a home that was 6 bedrooms, and just to leave my bedroom and go to the kitchen was an actual ordeal, something I had to think about. So I wanted to get down to who I was and what I was made of. So first of all, getting into the van life and becoming a minimalist, I got rid of my rent, which is very key. Most people spend most of their disposable income either on rent or mortgage. I got rid of that. So immediately in becoming a minimalist, I got richer. But on top of that, I understood that having an asset is not necessarily having something that was worth money. As Robert Kiyosaki said in Business of the 21st Century, assets are not assets unless they're income generating assets. And so I decided that my home that was already saving me rent should also be generating an income. And so that brings us to the business side. We incorporated our collector's hobby of raw paraphernalia into our now storefront of an RV. So this half of the van is actually more of a storefront and showroom. I don't really spend time in here unless I'm hosting people, which doesn't happen too often. But every once in a while I'll have somebody here, and as you can see, it seats about 3 people comfortably. 4 people I never have in here. But over here we have all our raw paraphernalia and stuff that we can show people that there's so much more to the brand than just the rolling papers they're accustomed to. There can be some challenges to live in van life. I had more challenges when I was living in my Dodge Caravan. Say for example using the toilet, but then again I got a briefcase toilet that I could just fold out and pop out and put a bag in, or use just a bottle to urinate in, or cooking a meal. But then again, there's a briefcase that you can buy from Canadian Tire that a stove pops out and you just put on your front seat and cook right there on one burner. Challenges, showers. Obviously you can't shower when you have a minivan. In the RV I can shower a little bit better, but regardless whether I'm in my minivan or my RV, I actually still shower at one of the many community centers that are located in and around Vancouver. So challenges can be numerous, but if you're a problem solver and more apt to solutions, then these challenges become very minimal. As convenient as this may look, selling patties through this window would be the most effective way. Hi, how do you? How many patties would you like? However, that is not what I do. Normally, people just knock on the window or the door and I open up and just deliver them a patty right oven fresh from the oven in their mouth. It's hot. It doesn't cost much to get into the lifestyle because all you really need is a vehicle. And then after the vehicle, you need some kind of a bedding. If you don't have the means to make yourself a bed, I mean, you could technically just sleep on your back seat if you wanted. However, for me, it costed me $2,500 to buy a Dodge Caravan. And fortunately for me, that Dodge Caravan was already outfitted with a bed in the back. However, after making $25,000 from that Dodge minivan last summer, I sold that same Dodge minivan for $5,000 in September. So I made 25, sold it for 5, bought it originally for $2,500. This is a lifestyle that I would recommend for anybody. Essentially, from my perspective, most people are living a life that they were either sold or told. People buy these houses that are empty, and then all of a sudden they want to fill it with furniture. They want to fill the walls with painting. They need to fill the kitchen with stuff, and it constantly becomes you're actually building your own prison around you. And then you got to spend all this time at home, and then you have this living room where you play games and watch TV, and you invest so much time in your house and so little time in yourself. For me, this life puts you more in touch with not only the community, but gives you more time to yourself as well. So definitely it's something that I'd recommend for not just anybody, but for everybody. All right, we're jamming. We're jamming. I wanna jam it with you. Let's go get some patties, buddy. Oh, you're rolling? Oh, my boy, this man have some serious moves. I remember your style out of my life. Remember, you know, we had the patties, Jamaican patties. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. action. Not about a mouth, sweet love and make the girl them broke out. It's blowing, can you cause a chain reaction? My life philosophy is pretty simple. You know, it's been said in Rastafari, you know, we're not dep on isms and schisms. And that's Jamaican for you. When we say we're not dep on, it means we're not about isms and schisms. So I'm neither here nor there. What I'm all about is humanity. My life philosophy is humanity. So what does that mean? It seems pretty self-evident. A lot of people are out there fighting for animal rights. A lot of people are out there fighting to save children. A lot of people are out there trying to stop women's abuse. Well, for me personally, if I spend too much time on the children, I'm losing focus of my women. If I spend too much time on the women, I'm losing focus on the poverty. If I'm spending too much time on Arabs and Jews, I'm losing time on say, whoever else. My philosophy is humanity, the entire whole, not breaking it up into pieces and dissecting it and dealing with it one bite at a time. No, what it is to be a right human being. The way how I would put it in my own words from my own philosophy is being better beings. What does every tree do? From the time it's a seed and it sprouts one twig coming out of the ground and grows one leaf, all that tree is going to do is keep growing. It doesn't upgrade, it doesn't expand, it grows. And that is what I am about. I'm about growing the consciousness of humanity. That is my life philosophy. And that's why it ties in extremely well with Rastafari, because Rastafari is a conscience for humanity. As best as I can give you right there. There's no other concern for me except that people are divided over so many things, and humanity is the one thing that they're paying the least attention to. That is the beginning and that is the end. How you doing? My that's a new friend. Come, give me a hug. You made it. You made it. You made it. Yay. You made it. One patty fresh out the oven. No problem. Good peoples always have credit. Bless. Character, them the kind of living car. Oh, Shabba, a pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living car. Oh, Shabba, me say you're pretty. Yes! All right. Good people. Pull up. Pull up. All right, Danny boy. I want them to know that these are the guys working hardest on Granville Street. Oh yeah. Friends, families, neighbors. I love these guys. And then they just opened this new joint right next door. And this is all kebabs. My man, I'm giving you promo. This is what's happening. Look here, brand new store. For what it looks like, the billboard is all about raw and the storefront is all about raw. Everything we do is centered around raw. However, everything is just a draw towards where I'm ultimately going, which is the Rastafari VANLIFE village, where we can actually have a commune as well. But the essential part of having that commune is not just to have a VANLIFE village just for the fun of it and have a commune just for the fun of it. No, because Rastafari has real theology, so to speak, that is rooted in humanity, not necessarily in some deity or some isms or schisms or how a good Christian or Buddhist or Muslim should be. Rastafari is just about humanity, not religion. And so we want to develop a community that can emulate this whole consciousness for humanity. Just like you plant a seed, and out of that seed grows a plant, and that plant grows into a tree. That's the idea behind the VANLIFE village and the Rastafari commune, so that we can plant a seed that becomes a tree here in Vancouver to feed the multitudes who could or would benefit from it. Amen, hallelujah. That's it. That's really what I want to do. So you can follow our story at loveandjoy.tv, LOVENJOY.tv, or on Instagram or Facebook at Love and Joy TV.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend. Also, if you want to watch more alternative dwellings, we got a playlist popping up right here, and we release new episodes every single Sunday, so consider subscribing.